Checking a bag at the airport seems straightforward until it isn't. Every year, millions of travelers face unexpected fees, lost luggage, and boarding delays, all because they missed critical baggage rules that change without warning. In 2025, airlines are enforcing stricter policies than ever before, and what worked last year might leave you stranded at the counter today. Today, we're breaking down the 13 most critical things every traveler must know when checking a bag in the 2025. These aren't just suggestions. They're the difference between a smooth departure and spending your first day of vacation shopping for clothes because your luggage ended up in another country. Stick around because number 7 alone could save you from a $200 surprise fee that most travelers never see coming. 1. Clean your suitcase before every trip. Here's something most travelers never think about. That old baggage tag from your Paris vacation last summer could send your bag to France instead of Florida. Airport baggage systems rely on automated scanners to route luggage, and these machines can't always distinguish between current and outdated barcodes. Every year, thousands of bags are misrouted because passengers leave old airline tags, stickers, and barcodes attached to their luggage. The scanning system reads the first barcode it encounters, and if that happens to be from a previous trip, your bag could end up anywhere. Before heading to the airport, give your suitcase a thorough inspection. Remove every old airline tag, baggage sticker, and barcode from previous flights. This includes those destination stickers you collected as souvenirs. They might look harmless, but they can confuse the automated sorting systems. Pay special attention to the handle area and back panel where old tags often get overlooked. Even partially torn tags can cause problems if enough of the barcode remains visible to the scanner. A clean bag isn't just about avoiding misrouting. It also signals to baggage handlers that you're an organized traveler who pays attention to details. This small step takes less than 2 minutes, but could save you days of frustration trying to track down lost luggage. 2. Master the art of proper labeling. Your luggage tag is more than just decoration. It's your bag's lifeline if something goes wrong. But most travelers make critical mistakes that render their tags useless when they need them most. First, invest in a durable luggage tag. Those flimsy plastic tags that come free with suitcases crack under pressure and fall off during rough handling. Look for tags made from metal, leather, or heavy-duty silicone that can withstand the punishment airport baggage systems dish out. Your tag should display your full name exactly as it appears on your ID, plus a phone number where you can be reached during your trip. Avoid using your home phone if you'll be traveling for extended periods. Use your cell phone number instead. Here's the part most people miss. Include a backup contact inside your suitcase. Slide a business card, hotel confirmation, or copy of your itinerary into a secure interior pocket. External tags can fall off or become damaged, but internal identification stays with your bag no matter what happens. Don't just toss loose papers on top of your clothes, they can fall out if your suitcase opens during transit. Use a zippered compartment or secure pocket where airline staff can easily find your information if needed. For international travel, consider including your destination hotel information on both the external tag and internal backup. This gives airline staff multiple ways to reunite you with your luggage if it goes astray. 3. Make your bag impossible to miss. Walk through any airport baggage claim area and you'll see the problem immediately. A sea of identical black and navy suitcases circling the carousel. When you're tired after a long flight, the last thing you want is playing Guess Which Bag Is Mine, with dozens of nearly identical pieces of luggage. The solution is simple, but often overlooked. Make your bag stand out like a beacon. If you're buying new luggage, skip the safe, neutral colors entirely. Go bold with bright yellow, hot pink, lime green, or even wild patterns. The more obnoxious, the better. Not only will you spot it instantly from across the baggage claim area, but the chances of someone else accidentally grabbing your distinctive bag drop to nearly 0. Already own a basic black suitcase? No problem. There are plenty of ways to customize it without buying new luggage. Tie a bright colored ribbon or scarf around the handle. Add oversized colorful luggage tags, or apply eye-catching travel stickers. Some travelers use fabric paint to add unique designs or attach patches that reflect their personality. Luggage sleeves offer another excellent option. These stretchy covers slip over your entire suitcase, providing both protection and personality. You can find them in countless colors and patterns, and some companies even let you upload custom designs. For maximum protection and visibility, consider airport luggage wrapping services. For $15 to $30, they'll wrap your entire suitcase in thick, colored plastic film. It's not reusable, but it provides excellent protection against damage and tampering while making your bag unmistakable on the carousel. Remember, a distinctive bag isn't just about convenience. It's also about security. Thieves target generic-looking luggage that blends in with the crowd. A bright, personalized suitcase is much less appealing to someone looking for an easy target. 4. Document everything with photos. This simple habit takes less than a minute, but could save you hours of frustration and hundreds of dollars in disputed claims. Before leaving for the airport, photograph your suitcase inside and out. Start with exterior shots from multiple angles. Capture any unique features like stickers, ribbons, scuff marks, or distinctive handles. If you're using a luggage sleeve or having your bag wrapped at the airport, photograph that too. These images serve as visual proof for airline staff if your bag goes missing. Saying it's a black bag with wheels doesn't help when they're searching through thousands of similar pieces. The interior photos are equally important, but often overlooked. Open your suitcase and take several overhead shots showing how everything is packed. Include close-ups of valuable items, electronics, and anything unique or expensive. Why does this matter? If your luggage is lost or delayed and you need to file a compensation claim, airlines require detailed inventories of the contents, including estimated values. When you're stressed and far from home, remembering every item you packed becomes nearly impossible. Having visual documentation eliminates guesswork and strengthens your claim significantly. Don't stop at taking the photos. Back them up immediately. Email them to yourself, or upload them to cloud storage like Google Drive or iCloud. If your phone is lost, stolen, or dies during travel, you'll still have access to these crucial images when you need them most. This documentation process also helps with insurance claims if you have travel coverage. Many policies require proof of contents and values, and photos provide exactly that evidence. 5. Understand the new weight and size restrictions. Airlines have quietly tightened baggage restrictions in 2025, and many travelers are getting caught off guard at check-in counters. What was acceptable last year might now trigger hefty overweight or oversized fees. Most major airlines still maintain the 50-pound weight limit for standard checked bags, but enforcement has become much stricter. Those scales at check-in are calibrated precisely, and agents are no longer giving passengers the benefit of the doubt for bags that are even a pound or two over the limit. The overweight fee structure has also become more punitive. Bags weighing 51 to 70 pounds typically incur fees ranging from $100 to $200 each way, depending on the airline and route. Bags over 70 pounds face even steeper penalties, with some airlines charging $400 or more for a single overweight bag. Size restrictions have also tightened. The standard maximum dimensions remain 62 linear inches, length plus width plus height. But airlines are measuring more carefully and consistently. That bag that squeaked by last year might not make it through this time. International flights often have different restrictions, and these can vary significantly by destination and airline. European carriers, for example, often have stricter weight limits, with some capping checked bags at 44 pounds instead of 50. Budget airlines have implemented particularly aggressive baggage policies. What used to be included in your ticket price, like a standard checked bag, now often costs extra. Some budget carriers charge $35 to $50 each way for checked bags that were previously free. To avoid surprises, weigh your bag at home using a reliable luggage scale before heading to the airport. If you're close to the limit, remove items or redistribute weight to a carry-on bag. It's much easier to repack at home than at a busy check-in counter with a line of impatient travelers behind you. 6. Know what's banned in checked luggage. The list of prohibited items in checked baggage has expanded significantly, and some of the additions might surprise you. While most travelers know about obvious restrictions like weapons and explosives, many everyday items can now cause problems. Lithium batteries and devices containing them have become a major focus. Portable chargers, power banks, and spare batteries for electronics must go in carry-on bags only. They're completely banned from checked luggage due to fire risk. This includes those popular portable phone chargers that many travelers routinely packed in checked bags. E-cigarettes and vaping devices face similar restrictions. They must be carried on your person or in carry-on luggage, never in checked bags. The lithium batteries in these devices pose the same fire hazard as other battery-powered items. Smart luggage with non-removable batteries has become problematic. If your high-tech suitcase has a built-in battery that can't be easily removed, many airlines won't accept it as checked baggage. The battery must be removable, and you'll need to take it out before checking the bag. Aerosol products face quantity restrictions. While items like hairspray and deodorant are generally allowed, they're limited to containers of 18 ounces or less, and the total quantity of aerosols per passenger is capped. Certain food items can cause delays or confiscation. Large quantities of powders, including protein supplements, spices, and baking ingredients, may trigger additional screening. Some countries have strict restrictions on bringing in food products. Even in checked luggage, sporting goods face increased scrutiny. While golf clubs and baseball bats are allowed in checked bags, some airlines now require advance notification for certain sports equipment. Firearms and ammunition have complex regulations that vary by airline and destination. These require special declaration procedures and often additional fees. The key is checking your specific airline's prohibited items list before packing. These lists are updated regularly, and what was allowed on your last trip might not be permitted today. 7. Time. Your check-in perfectly. Timing your bag, check-in correctly can mean the difference between your luggage arriving with you or taking an extended vacation without you. Most travelers focus on arriving before their flight departs, but the real deadline is much earlier. Airlines typically stop accepting checked bags 45 to 60 minutes before domestic flights and 60 to 90 minutes before international flights. But here's what many don't realize. Arriving at the minimum cutoff time significantly increases the risk of your bag missing the flight. Baggage systems need time to process, sort, and load your luggage. A bag checked 45 minutes before departure might technically make the cutoff, but it's racing against the clock through every step of the handling process. Any small delay, a busy security screening, a full baggage cart, or a brief system glitch can cause your bag to miss the flight while you're already in the air. On the flip side, checking your bag too early can also cause problems. Bags checked more than 4 to 6 hours before departure often sit in holding areas where they can be misplaced, damaged, or simply forgotten. The sweet spot for most flights is 2 to 3 hours before departure for domestic travel and 3 to 4 hours for international flights. This timing gives the baggage system plenty of opportunity to process your luggage properly, while avoiding the risks that come with bags sitting around too long. It also provides a buffer if you encounter unexpected delays at check-in or security. For connecting flights, timing becomes even more critical. Your checked bag needs to make the same tight connections you do, but it's traveling through a completely separate system. If your connection time is less than 90 minutes, there's a significant risk your bag won't make the transfer, even if you do. 8. Watch the check-in process like a hawk. The few minutes you spend at the check-in counter are crucial for ensuring your bag reaches its destination. Many travelers hand over their luggage and walk away, but staying engaged during this process can prevent major problems down the line. First, watch carefully as the agent prints and attaches your baggage tag. This tag contains all the routing information your bag needs to travel with you. The barcode guides it through automated sorting systems, while the destination code tells handlers where it should go. If you notice the barcode looks smudged, faded, or damaged, speak up immediately. A barcode that won't scan properly at key points in the journey dramatically increases the risk of your bag being delayed, misrouted, or lost entirely. Don't feel awkward about asking for a new tag. It's much easier to fix this problem at check-in than to track down lost luggage later. Verify the 3-letter airport code printed on your tag. These codes represent specific airports, and a single wrong letter could send your luggage to an entirely different country. Don't assume the agent got it right. Double-check that the code matches your final destination, not just your next connection. For trips with connecting flights, confirm whether your bag will be checked through to your final destination or if you'll need to collect and recheck it during a layover. This is particularly important for international itineraries where customs procedures might require you to claim your bag at your first entry point into a country. Ask for written confirmation of your bag's routing, either on your printed receipt or verified in the airline's app. Keep this receipt safe. It contains the tracking number you'll need if your bag goes missing. If anything seems unclear, or if the agent appears rushed or distracted, don't hesitate to ask questions. It's your luggage and your trip. You have every right to ensure the process is handled correctly. 9. Prepare for forced gate checking. Even if you plan to travel with just a carry-on, you might find yourself forced to check your bag at the gate. This scenario has become increasingly common as airlines pack flights full and overhead. Bin space becomes scarce. When gate agents announce that overhead bins are full, they'll ask for volunteers to gate check their bags. If not enough people volunteer, they'll start selecting passengers, often beginning with those who boarded last or have basic economy tickets. If your carry-on gets gate checked, all the preparation tips for regular checked bags apply. Make sure your bag is properly labeled inside and out. Take photos of the contents and ensure it's distinctive enough to spot easily. Be particularly careful about what you pack in a carry-on that might get gate checked. Keep essential items like medications, electronics, valuables, and a change of clothes in a smaller personal item that will definitely stay with you in the cabin. Gate-checked bags are typically returned to you at the jet bridge when you arrive, not at the main baggage claim. However, on some connecting flights, gate-checked bags might go to the regular baggage claim area. Ask the gate agent where you'll retrieve your bag to avoid confusion at your destination. If you're flying on a budget airline or a small regional jet, the likelihood of forced gate checking increases significantly. These flights often have limited overhead bin space, and full flights mean competition for storage. Consider investing in a hard-shell carry-on if you frequently face gate-checking situations. These bags can better withstand the rougher handling that checked luggage receives compared to the gentler treatment carry-ons typically get in overhead bins. 10. Understand international connection rules. International travel with checked bags involves complex rules that vary depending on your routing, airlines, and destination countries. Getting this wrong can leave your bag stranded in a foreign country while you continue to your final destination. The key question to ask at check-in is whether your bag will be checked through to your final destination or if you'll need to collect and recheck it during connections. This isn't always obvious, even to experienced travelers. For flights within the same airline alliance or partner airlines, bags are typically checked through to your final destination. However, if you're flying on separate tickets or different airline groups, you might need to collect your bag at each connection and recheck it for the next flight. U.S. customs rules require all passengers entering the country to collect their checked bags at their first point of entry, even if their final destination is another U.S. city. For example, if you're flying from London to Los Angeles with a connection in New York, you'll need to collect your bag in New York, clear customs, and then recheck it for the Los Angeles flight. European connections often work differently. If you're flying from the U.S. to Rome with a connection in Paris, your bag might be checked through to Rome, allowing you to stay in the international transit area without collecting your luggage in Paris. Some countries require transit visas even if you're just connecting through their airports, and this can affect the baggage handling procedures. Research the specific requirements for every country on your itinerary, not just your final destination. Minimum connection times become critical when your bag needs to make the same tight connections you do. While you might be able to sprint across an airport to catch a connecting flight, your bag is traveling through a separate baggage system that needs more time to process transfers. If your connection time is less than 90 minutes internationally, there's a significant risk your bag won't make the transfer even if you do. Consider booking longer layovers or be prepared for the possibility that your luggage might arrive on a later flight. 11th, master airline apps for baggage tracking. Your airline's official app isn't just convenient. It's essential for protecting your checked luggage and avoiding travel chaos. Most major airlines now offer real-time baggage tracking that can prevent panic and speed up problem resolution. Once your bag is checked in, you can monitor its journey through the airline's app. You'll see when it's loaded onto your plane, transferred between connections, and delivered to the baggage carousel at your destination. This visibility alone can prevent the anxiety of standing at baggage claim, wondering if your suitcase made the flight. The real value becomes apparent when something goes wrong. If your bag doesn't show up, many airlines allow you to report it missing directly through the app. Instead of waiting in long lines at overwhelmed baggage service desks, you can file your report immediately, upload photos of your bag, and provide contact information all from your phone. The app also provides crucial updates about flight delays and gate changes that directly affect your luggage's journey. If your flight is rerouted or delayed and you don't know about it in time, your bag might end up on a different schedule than you are. Push notifications can alert you to baggage issues before they're announced publicly. You might learn that your bag didn't make a connection or is waiting at a different terminal through the app before airline staff make any announcements. Digital documentation is another underrated benefit. Your baggage claim number and tracking information are stored in the app, so you won't lose this critical information even if you misplace your paper receipt. Some apps even let you download complete travel itineraries and baggage information for offline access. If you need to file a claim for lost or damaged luggage, having all your information readily available in the app speeds up the process significantly. You can access your booking details, baggage receipts, and tracking history instantly, instead of trying to remember or reconstruct this information later. 12. Know your rights when things go wrong. When your checked bag goes missing, gets damaged, or arrives late, you have specific rights under federal regulations, but most travelers don't know what they're entitled to or how to claim compensation. For domestic flights within the United States, airlines are liable for up to $3,800 per passenger for lost, damaged, or delayed baggage. This might sound generous, but there are important limitations. The airline only has to compensate you for the depreciated value of items, not their replacement cost. That expensive suit you bought 5 years ago won't be reimbursed at its original price. International flights fall under different rules depending on the route. The Montreal Convention covers most international travel and sets liability limits around $1,700 per passenger. However, you can purchase additional coverage if you're traveling with valuable items. Airlines are required to compensate you for reasonable expenses if your bag is delayed. But reasonable is subjective. This typically includes essential items like toiletries, medications, and a change of clothes. Keep all receipts and be prepared to justify your purchases. The key to successful claims is documentation. Those photos you took before traveling become crucial evidence. Airlines often dispute the contents or condition of lost bags, and visual proof strengthens your position significantly. Report problems immediately. Airlines have strict time limits for filing claims, usually within 24 hours for damaged bags and within 21 days for delayed bags. Missing these deadlines can void your right to compensation entirely. Don't accept the first offer without negotiation. Airlines often start with lowball settlements, hoping passengers will accept them rather than fight for fair compensation. Be persistent and provide detailed documentation of your losses. Consider travel insurance for valuable items. While airline liability covers basic losses, it won't fully compensate you for expensive electronics, jewelry, or professional equipment. Travel insurance can fill these gaps and provide additional protection. 13. The most important question to ask. Before you walk away from the check-in counter, there's one critical question that can save your entire trip. Will my bag go all the way to my final destination, or do I need to pick it up and recheck it during my layover? This seems like a simple question, but the answer can be surprisingly complex and varies based on multiple factors, including your airlines, routing, and destination countries. Getting this wrong can leave your bag stranded at a connection point while you continue to your final destination. The confusion often arises with international connections. Let's say you're flying from Chicago to Rome with a connection in Paris. Depending on how your ticket is structured and which airlines you're using, you might need to collect your luggage in Paris, go through customs, and then recheck it for the Rome flight. Or your bag might be checked straight through to Rome, allowing you to stay in the international transit area. U.S. entry rules add another layer of complexity. All passengers entering the United States must collect their checked bags at their first point of entry, regardless of their final destination. If you're flying from London to Los Angeles with a connection in New York, you'll definitely need to collect your bag in New York, clear customs, and recheck it. Some travelers assume that booking everything on one ticket guarantees their bag will be checked through, but this isn't always true. Customs requirements, security procedures, and airline partnerships all affect baggage routing. The stakes are high if you get this wrong. If you assume your bag is checked through, but it's actually waiting for you at a connection point, it will sit there while you fly to your final destination. Retrieving it can take days and might require you to return to the connection city. Always ask this question explicitly and get a clear answer. If the check-in agent seems uncertain, ask them to verify with a supervisor. It's better to spend an extra minute confirming than to spend days trying to retrieve your luggage from the wrong airport. Checking a bag doesn't have to be a gamble with your vacation or business trip. These 13 essential tips represent the difference between travelers who breeze through airports confidently and those who spend their trips dealing with baggage disasters. The airline industry has evolved rapidly, and 2025 has brought stricter enforcement, new technologies, and updated regulations that catch unprepared travelers off guard. But now, you're armed with the knowledge that most passengers lack, from understanding the new weight restrictions to knowing exactly what questions to ask at check-in. Remember, successful travel isn't about luck. It's about preparation and knowledge. Take a few minutes before your next trip to implement these strategies. Clean your suitcase, take those photos, verify your airline's current policies, and always ask that crucial final question about your bag's routing. Your future self will thank you when you're relaxing at your destination instead of standing in line at a lost baggage counter. Safe travels, and remember, a little preparation goes a long way in ensuring your luggage arrives when and where you do.